Markus Ferber is a German MEP, Vice Chair of the Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs, and now is arguing that the EU should rethink its new rules for financial markets, known as Mifid II, to take into account of the instability caused by Brexit. Now, Markus, can we just start before that about the news which is coming out regarding the delays to Mifid II? Now, obviously, the whole of the Mifid project has been delayed from its original implementation time. We're now getting reports from the European Securities and Markets Authority regarding the list of shares affected by new dark pool caps, now delayed until March. What's the cause of these delays now? Particularly the dark pool caps, that seems to be...
I got the same information today about ESMA announcement, and I even had a chance to speak to the chief of ESMA, Stephen Mayor. The problem is that the limits we have introduced in MiFID, the so-called double volume cap, you need data from all platforms to calculate this double volume cap, and the quality of the data is very poor, and that is the reasoning I've been told, but I was very disappointed about that, and I'm thinking how we can make some pressure on the platforms that they are deliver proper data because that's in our interest.
Now, March is given as the new deadline. You know, do you think that that's a realistic timeline? Do you think that's actually going to happen, or is that very much a sort of a fudge of a date and we should expect a lot of change there?
Honestly, in 2014, when we discussed the double volume cap, which was an idea by the Council, to be honest, or by the Irish presidency to be very detailed, so we speak about 2013, I raised the question whether we are able from the beginning to have data which really gives a chance to calculate these thresholds. And everyone promised me, yes, 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 we will be able. And now, MiFID is into force and we see we are not able, and that is really disappointing.
So you would say that is an unreliable timeline, you know, March, there's no one should really put any stakes on. I'm not
judging for the future, but I'm judging for the past. And the past, everyone promised it will be available. And then ESMA should have made pressure even before, because now to say the data are not properly, that could be identified in October, November, maybe as well.
Let's talk about your point regarding, argument regarding Mifid II and whether it needs to, there's some review needs to happen to it in light of the Brexit negotiations. Just talk us through your main full argument there.
I think the main problem is that when we negotiated MiFID, it was clear it is for 28 member states, including the largest financial market, which is United Kingdom, which is the City of London. If you look only on the calculation on the position limits, or you look on the calculation on the tick size regime, and you withdraw the trades taking place in London, you have to recalibrate everything. And if you want to avoid a long resting period for any offer or bid, if you want to avoid that commodity markets go down because of failed calculation, as most of the volumes are not included, you have to rethink whether that can be fixed on level 2 by new thresholds, or it even needs some adjustments on level 1.
Do you think that there will be some adjustments? What do you think would be the most obvious adjustments, or you would certainly recommend?
I'm still optimistic that there's a chance that in financial markets we can include that in a longer trade agreement or whatever with the United Kingdom, then we don't have all these problems, and I hope that can be achieved.
Let's talk about the EU-UK relationship. Do you think it's likely that the EU and UK will operate under the same rules and regulations post-Brexit? Do you think that that's the most likely outcome, or do you think that that's going to be pretty up in the air? I mean, the UK has made clear they will enforce
that is a question I have not to decide. I had done a lot of contacts with especially FCA, and they told me, yes, we are interested to have strong regulation. We are even stronger than Europe is today. But on the other hand, I follow what's going on in the United States, and there are not only rumors, they do a kind of reshufflement of Dodd-Frank as well. Not on legislative level, but on the level of the authorities. And if they are weakening down things, I think at the end of the day, that could be an option for UK to follow more CFTC, SEC demands and ESMA and EBA demands, and therefore that really can cause some problems.